Top of it, 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 top of it. It's your boy Coach One Stack, man. We're gonna talk about your boy Kodak Black being arrested again today, man. Jesus Christ. We're gonna see what's going on. It's your boy Kodak Black. Top of it, top of it, top of it, top of it. Your boy Coach One Stack, man. Your boy Kodak Black has been arrested again, man. What y'all got to say about that today? Let me know who's in here, man, because you know they got your boy Shadow Band right now. They don't like me leaving this real content, but you know how y'all feel about Kodak Black being arrested, people? Top of it, coming live from Vegas. Let's get it. Let me know where you guys from, man, because we tuning in from Las Vegas out here. And if you ain't ever been in Las Vegas, hey, man, it's a lovely place. Lovely place. Who we got up in here? Where you guys from? Mm. Let me know who I'm talking to up in here. Let's get it. And guys, I'm streaming from both of my pages, a couple of them. And you guys just see right there, conversation with Coach One Stack and keeping it a stack with Coach One Stack. But where you guys from? Let me know what's going on here. We got your boy Kodak Black is in that damn penitentiary again, man. If y'all never been in my lives, man, born and raised out here in Las Vegas, Nevada, doing our thing, 7 people. And man, we want to talk about this boy Kodak Black, and we want to really talk about that freedom of speech because they don't really let you say what you want to out here. And I'm wondering if he's gonna pay for another pardon, people. I don't know. What do you guys think? And let me know who's in here. Let me know you guys from. As I'm preparing some of this bomb ass dinner, you know, we got the workout on. We lost 122 pounds in a year. Yeah, so as you know, your boy Kodak Black man was arrested, and I really want to talk about that with you guys, especially being ex-law enforcement. You know, I believe his case is going to get thrown out because it's definitely fruits of the poisonous tree, and he has a very bad arrest. So, you guys, man, when y'all tap in here, man, I want y'all to stay tapped in so I can break down this law to you in a big way. Because that's what I did for a living for quite some time. And I played in the streets. And I want to let you know about this constructive possession and how you don't get arrested for it. Can you dig? And how you can stay out of trouble. Where you guys are from. See who's up in here. Can you guys hear me? I need to know who I'm talking to, man. Somebody pop up, man. I need to know who I'm speaking to. And we trying to get on this Kodak Black case today because you know your boy was arrested for that trafficking charge, getting caught with that NDMA, aka ecstasy, and we want to talk about it and see if he can beat that case, get bailed out or whatever. Okay, people, y'all let me know where you guys from. Can you guys hear me? Okay. throw up a 7, guys, if you guys can hear me. If you guys can hear me, man, throw a 7 up for me. So I know you're here. We're getting on this Kodak Black thing right here in a big way. Damn, I can't even see the comments, man. Hold up. Well, I can't even see you guys' comments. Wow, they're not even on my page. Let me see. Let me see. What comments show up on the screen as I'm clicking on a comment. Yeah, I can't see any of the comments. That's crazy. Man, guys, I'm sorry. I couldn't even see your comments on the side over there. Hey man, but anyway, how y'all doing today? I didn't think anybody was in here. Man, your boy Kodak Black was arrested today. Your boy Kodak Black was arrested today. Make sure y'all like this content, share the channel. You know they got your boy shadow banned, right? They don't like me leaving just real content. And I want to break down to you guys what happened, what's going on with this Kodak Black thing. Now, last October, I think it was, the police stopped this man, right? And you know, I like to break down law for you people. You know, I'm ex-law enforcement. I like to break down this law and how it applies to you. So Kodak Black, and this is why you guys need to stay off this internet, man, showing people your personal business in a big way. And how you doing, Faith? And guys, please excuse me because normally I could see your comments right here on this side, but for some reason I can't. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Let me see. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me see. Yeah, for some reason I cannot see your comments. Well, there we go. So what's up? Okay. Okay, all right. Well, I got the screen bigger. But yeah, guys, your boy Kodak Black got arrested, man, for having for possession of narcotics, right? Trafficking. So now what they had was last December, and that's why I tell you guys to stay off that internet, man. And I hope you guys having a good day too, by the way. You guys got to stay off that internet posting your stuff. So what Kodak Black did was he had a couple of his cars, Lambo, and I think it's Ferrari or something. So the police stops him and they smell some marijuana. The thing is, being that you smelling marijuana, that gives the police probable cause to now search your vehicle, especially in the state where it's illegal. Now, I'm out here in Las Vegas. So out here in Las Vegas, it's legal for you to have 1 ounce of marijuana. So that would not give anybody probable cause to go into somebody's car here in Vegas, but in Florida, it's different. So what the officer did was, and this is why you don't just get in the car with anybody, because Kodak Black was charged with constructive possession. Like I'm a double live. Hold up, let me see. I want this thing, man. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay, let's see. Is that better? Is that better, guys? Let me know if that's better. Thank God. Because what happened was I got another channel, guys. I'm bringing you guys to because I actually have a channel I'm going to be posting spiritual stuff on. And we're going to have a channel for like the group. I got a spiritual channel that I have called a One Standing Ahead of Christ. One Standing Ahead of Christ. And we got another one, man, where we're going to break down some conversations, man, about people becoming the best version of themselves. And a lot of these men and pastors coming up out the closet with their sexuality. But that's a whole nother channel. So check this out. So basically, the police stops this man. Well, they stop the car. They go inside of the cars and they find 27 grams of a white powdery substance. And the thing is, when they found this stuff, now normally as an officer, man, when you find something, you're gonna do what's called a nick test. You're gonna, it has it's like a little plastic, little container. You're gonna drop whatever's inside of it, bust these little ampules and shake it up. And it's gonna tell you what kind of drug you have. So they originally said that he had 27 grams of blood sugar, right? But once he got to jail, they said that he had 28 grams of MDMA, which is ecstasy. So here's the thing. What the officer did was the officer saw a pair of scissors, some pink scissors, and some gloves sitting next to this bag of illegal substance. Okay. And so what he did was he went on Kodak's Black Instagram, which I tell y'all not to post on that Instagram. Post your personal business. He went on Instagram and he saw the same scissors and he saw the same gloves. Therefore, in his report saying, hey, I know that this has to belong to Kodak Black because these are his scissors, these are his gloves, and now these narcotics are right by his items. So that makes it constructive possession. But I really want to break down to you guys what constructive possession is, because that means you don't have to even touch anything. So now the cold part about this situation is the cold part. Oh, what's up, Carla? Sorry about the internet because I was streaming from 2 channels on 2 of my YouTube channels. So now what constructive possession is, people, is if say you're in the car. And for those of y'all that don't know me, man, I'm Coach Mustang, man. 49 years old. I'm ex-law enforcement. I played in the streets for quite some time. And I was quite good in them streets because I know what you shouldn't do. I knew what you shouldn't do. So this is why I get this information to you guys. So, hey, man, you don't find yourself being a passenger in somebody's car and catching a case. So let me break down what constructive possession is, guys. So you got to watch out whose car you get in. So now constructive possession is, say you're in the car with 3 of your friends. You're in the car with 3 of your friends. So it's 4 of you in the car. You're in the back seat of the car. All right. So now the police stop you. And let's just say there's a center console. Thank you, Faith. I appreciate you guys too. And I appreciate you guys coming to the live because they got me shadow banned right now. I'm shadow banned right now because they don't like me leaving that raw content. They don't like me leaving raw content, but you guys are gonna definitely, man. I got 2 other channels that are different where we're gonna be leaving the spiritual side and we're gonna get into deep conversation, relationships, situationships, people's coming out with their sexuality, everything. It's coming. The help Mr. Black needs is rehabilitation. You want to get mental health, physical health. The body changes person. It does, Cynthia. And let me tell you guys something. Guys, I played in the streets, and I'm gonna tell you a big thing about Kodak Black is Kodak Black used that ice meth. That's something that he uses, and I happen to know a great deal about that. And you know why I know a great deal about that? It made me a whole lot of money. And I'm here to tell you, man, when it comes down to that METH. What it first does, and I hate to bring Diddy into this situation, but a lot of these Hollywood people, they're using that meth. That they used to call it no disrespect to the Caucasians in here, but they used to call that a white person's crack, right? So now, years ago when I dibbled and dabbled in it, and I'm talking about I moved a lot of it. I saw some things and I saw a bunch of men lose their masculinity on a lot of occasions due to those illegal narcotics. But see, the people around Kodak Black, man, they not going to tell him to stop doing what he's doing. Guys, I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to throw a 7 up. Throw a 7 up is if you is a person really being a friend, if somebody really being a friend, if they sit around you and they allow you to keep doing these things and tearing yourself down, and then not only that, posting online, tell me in the comments, God, is that really a friend in your book? And don't mind me, man. I'm just washing the dishes. I'm cooking some food, man, because I started bodybuilding, guys. So I got to make sure I eat. Thanks, Faith. Hey, Faith, would you like to be a moderator? Make sure you guys share this page, man, because they got me shadow banned and they think I'm using fake content. They do not like me leaving real content. Anytime I talk about Epstein, Trump, or any of that stuff, That's what they do to me. I got you, Faith. Don't even trip. I got you. I got you. A second. We're gonna get you, Faith. Let me know where you guys from. God, we don't call that a friend, right? That's not a friend at all. Because see, the thing is, Kodak Black already got a pardon from Donald Trump. He already got a pardon from Donald Trump, y'all. How many part? What's up, Purple? What's up, Purple? Man, y'all let me know where you from too. He already got one pardon from Donald Trump, people. He already got one. How many do you think? Do you think that he's going to be able to get another one? Do you think he's going to be able to buy that? But the thing is, let me tell you about his case. So now, we keep it a stack over here on Coach One Stack channel. Let me tell you guys something. Kodak Black is going to beat that case. If you guys think, if you guys are familiar with what happened, tell me by yes or no if you think he's going to beat his case. And I'm going to tell you why I think he's going to beat that case. Why I'm about 99% sure he may beat that case, but I could always be wrong. Let's get it, man. We doing big things, man. We making new goals, guys. Hey, man, we climbing up the ladder. We elevate, guys. I started bodybuilding like 2 weeks ago. So yes, I have my fitness channel. I don't really have anything over there, but I'll be doing my fitness outside, man. I'm gonna show some of you guys how to drop 100 pounds in 1 year. So we're really moving the channel in big ways. I just have to put my stuff on other channels to move the algorithm because over here on this channel they got me shadow banned, so they tripping. They don't. It's really not a freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? It's if when you talk about certain people, they ban your content. But y'all let me know. You let me know. Thank you, Wise Life. I'm trying, man. Hey, I'm trying to get that. I got a six pack, but I'm really trying to shred up. Let me show y'all something. Hold up. All right, guys, this is dinner, man. This is what your boy Coach eat for dinner, man. This is my dinner right here. Man, we eat a lot of this for dinner, man. We're gonna get 10 grams of this. So this is dinner, and this is bomb too. This right here is uh yeah, that right there. That's some of that bomb baked chicken, and I'll give y'all my recipe in a little bit. Miss Kip, give me a second. We'll get you guys that link. On the phone. Jesus, man. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Let me get y'all that link real quick. Like, all right, that's the link. That's the link to my casual conversation, man. That's casual conversation with Coach One Stack, man. Go over there and join that channel because what we're gonna do over there is a couple times a week. That's what we're gonna really be holding our deep conversations. All we're gonna do on that side, man, is we're gonna talk about relationships. We're gonna talk about well-being. We're gonna help people come to grips with their sexuality because it's a lot of men, guys, believe it or not, that hit me up that are having problems with their sexuality and coming out the closet. You know what I mean? It's a lot of women that I know that are having a problem coming up out of the closet, and that's what we're going to do on that channel over there, right? Having casual conversation. And guys, I want you to know, man, when you in my live, you guys can come on the screen and talk if you want. You know, if you guys ever want to get on one of my lives, this is interactive. This ain't just for me, it's for you too. You guys can always jump on here and give your opinion. But so yeah, so now your Kodak Black. So now here's the thing. I don't believe Kodak Black is even gonna. This case is even gonna stick, and I'm gonna tell you why. Let me give you some law. They got something that's called fruits of the poisonous tree. Fruits of the poisonous tree. Fruits of the poisonous tree means anything that was obtained, anything that was obtained by a illegal search and seizure gets thrown out. And so, from the evidence I'm hearing in the video I posted, it's an illegal search and seizure. I posted the video, right? But then they're not pushing my content out. I'm shadow banned at the moment for leaving real content. So the thing is, the officer, man, it's crazy, man, because a lot of you guys catch cases in other states. And guys, I'm not in law enforcement anymore, but if you do need some advice, I can't say get free legal advice, but if you need advice from somebody who is ex-law enforcement for quite some time and somebody who played in the streets and you found yourself in some trouble, you might want to do a consultation with me, and I can take the outs of the laws. And you got to read between the lines. I can tell you the ins and outs of law in a big way. But it's a bad search. The police just can't come and get into a car that's not registered in his name. These cars were not registered in his name. Okay. He was not in the car when they found the narcotics. Kodak Black simply had a pair of scissors and a pair of gloves sitting next to what was found to be 1 ounce of MDMA. And if you don't know what MDMA is, that's ecstasy. MDMA is ecstasy in its pure form, in its powder form. It's powder. It's not the pill. And FYI, if any of you guys are taking X pills, man, y'all better stop it, because they're pressing those things with that Fenty, and you might wind up like Rich Homie Quan. You dig what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit the like button and pump this page up, because they think that I'm not real. They think I am spam because I've been on Diddy's ass. How long have I been out of law enforcement? Because of your president, it's changed my law. I've been out of law enforcement since 2007. But the thing is, it's something that you never forget. You know, I started off as a police cadet when I was 17 years old. My dad is law enforcement, 32 years. I started off as a police cadet. Then I was a corrections officer. Then I went to be a police officer. Then I went to be a field training officer for 4 to 5 years. Then I was a detective in 2 or 3 bureaus, fraud and forgery, narcotics, and did a little stint in the gang unit. But, you know, law is the law. And the law is set up for, I hate to say this, it is set up for people of color to lose every time. Because whether you know it or not, in whatever state you're in, when you go, guys, if y'all want me to break down some law on this live, throw a 7 up, because I really like doing this, because I like to keep you guys informed on what's going on. Throw a 7 up. I'm going to break down some law for you guys. You know, I want you guys to leave with something. I want you to leave out of here better than you came, man. And I'm an alchemist, so I want you guys to know everything. And that's a good question, Madam Bish. And I like those glasses too, Madam Bish. That's fly. I like your glasses. Oh yeah, Bone Thugs do got a song called Ecstasy. You know, and here's the thing, guys. It's story time. So when I'm out of law enforcement, right, I went down to Texas. Trigger warning here, because we keep it real over here. We keep it a stack with Coach One Stack channel. So when I'm out of law enforcement, you're welcome, sweetheart. You're welcome. When I'm out of law enforcement, I go to Dallas, and I never heard of it. You know, I've heard of ecstasy, but I never took it. This is back in like '08, '09, somewhere up in there. And so it just happened to be my cousin had a in Texas. You know, they have all those tornadoes that come through Dallas. Well, before I came, the tornado had kind of tore the roof off my cousin's apartment. And it wet up all his shit. So they moved him to another apartment, and he didn't have any furniture. So this plays a role in the story. So he didn't have any furniture. So I'm laying on my stomach on a pallet. Now, you know, if I'm laying on my stomach, I got certain parts of my body on the ground, right? Keep that in mind. I got certain parts of my body. I'm on a pallet on the ground. Come on, man. Don't act like y'all ain't never like humped on the bed when y'all was little. You know that. So I take a ecstasy pill. I take one. I pop one. Boop. Never did it before. Never did it before. And I'm here to tell you that the real stuff back then, man, dude, when I tell you I almost busted a you know what in my pants, I'm telling you, that stuff is some serious stuff. But it ain't like that now. You know, when these people are over here popping these pills, I'm not a drug user. When people over here popping these pills, 99% of the time, this stuff is cut with fentanyl and all types of other things. But MDMA is the real deal. It's the real deal. So let me give you guys some law enforcement game. This system is set up for you to lose, man, especially people of color, these young black men. And let me go back. They building more prisons in Texas and really in the South in general. They're building more prisons. So here's how it goes. And now it even ties into music. And guys, don't listen to me. I want you guys to not listen to me. I want you to do your own research because I don't do clickbait, but I'm gaming you up. It even ties into the rap industry because you got people like Jay-Z, Beyonce. You guys know who Bob Barker is from Price is Right. They all own stock in federal prisons. Now, why would people own stock in federal prisons? Well, because it's guaranteed money. It's slave labor. And on the flip side, they're getting paid twice. So at one point, thank you, Draysky. What's up, Draysky? At one time, out here in Nevada, when I first got put up on game about this, I was a cadet. I was 17 or 18 years old. Okay, and I asked, and I always wondered why, because out here in Nevada, say you catch a case, you're in the pen, you catch a case in prison, right? And they let you out and you're on parole. When you do it at the gym sometimes to work out, you know what? I don't know. I did it back then, and in me, it felt good. But some people are taking ice to work out. But I advise you not to touch none of that stuff. So I noticed that when people would go to prison, they came out and they would violate, they would send them back for 30 days. So then they would get out after 30 days. And then the same person would violate, then they would go back for 60 days. Stay with me, people. Then they would violate, they send them back for 90 days. They get out, they send them back for a 120-day evaluation. Now, after that, then they would send them back to prison to serve out their whole sentence. Now, I want you to do the math, people. I asked one of the prison guards, I said, hey, man, why do they be violating people so much and send them back for 30, 60, 90, 120 days? Because at that time in Nevada, it cost $60,000 every time somebody went to prison. The prison would get paid $60,000 at that time. I'm 49 years old now. This was when I was 17 or 18. So this is 30, 31 years ago. So I only can imagine that it's probably like $150,000 per prisoner. So here's the game. When you get locked up in prison, and it's like this for every state, as soon as so in the case that I just told you, when that person goes to prison for that 30 days, the prison gets $60,000 to take care of them for the whole year. They get it all at once. So after 30 days, they let them out. So boom, they violate again. They go back for 60 days. Guess what? the prison gets another $60,000. It ain't like they say, hey man, this person just got out 2 weeks ago. He still got a 10-month credit left. He got a 10-month credit left. No, they get a fresh 60,000. So now they do their 60 days. They come home. They go back for 90 days. Boom. Every time they go past that gate, the state gets $60,000 per inmate. So now imagine that, and imagine all of the thousands of people who are in the penitentiary. They're getting that, like probably right now. I don't want to lie to you. That was 60,000 back when I was 17 or 18. I'm 49, so I can only say it's safe to say it's about they get about $150,000 a year per prisoner. So watch the game. Oh yeah, Carla, it gets deep. It gets deep. They're making a killing, and you got to understand something, man. Even though I was law enforcement, I didn't like the police. Even though my dad was the police, I didn't like the police because my two first experiences with the police were so negative. They called me the N-word. They treated me so bad. I didn't like the police. So what I do, I did something about it. So peep game, Draysky, watch this. And guys, make sure y'all hit the button. Make sure y'all share this content. They got me shadow banned. They don't like me talking about real stuff. They said I'm controversial. Right? So make sure y'all share this and hit the like button because they think I'm sending spam. So peep game. So now you got people like Jay-Z, the gatekeepers. When they get these young rappers, they're telling them, hey man, you need to rap about this street stuff. You know, like everything that Mo 3 used to rap about. They telling them, here, you need to rap about this. This is what's hot. And guys, you already know. So as a man thinketh, so he is. Words are very powerful. You know, there are so many young rappers that and young men of color that's listening to this music, and now they going out with the Draco. Thank you, Sunspot. I appreciate that. I like giving y'all game, man. I told you, if you ever in my chat, you're family. Because I fuck with y'all more than I fuck with family. So what they do is they pass these laws, especially in the South, that open carry and that open concealed carry, that ain't out here on the West Coast. That's in the South. You don't think that's God? That's not by accident. That's like that because it's mostly minorities in the South. So there's no reason why a minority needs a Draco. I mean, there's no reason why you need a Draco riding down the street. You don't need an AK-47 in the car riding down the street. But that's set up for us people of color, the young ones, to do what? Use it against each other. And now where are we at? We're in prison. And now people like Jay-Z, Beyonce, Bob Barker, Winfrey, Tyler Perry, they all own stocks in private prisons. So the thing is, it's like me owning a prison, right? And I need people to fill it up. But I know if you go make this music and you influence millions of people, you know, these people are going to fill my prisons. And now what do we get from the prison, guys? We have free labor. So not only are they getting like $150,000 a year per inmate, which they don't use because the conditions suck in prison. The food sucks in prison. So not only are they getting that $150,000 a year, which probably really only takes maybe $30,000 or $40,000 to take care of them, now they pimping them out with that labor, making 2 cents an hour, 3 cents an hour to make furniture, fix cars, to do all types of activities that they now turn around and sell. Guys, that is another name for slavery. Guys, hey, Sunspot, thank you. You know, thank you. I'm giving y'all the game, man. That's guys. If y'all feel that that's another name for slavery, throw a 7 up for me, please. I like to gang y'all up, man. I like to really gang y'all up. Because this is the channel over here. And when we get over to the other channel, now the White House is trying to get rid of EEO and DEI. Man, listen, do you guys realize Do you guys realize that Donald Trump just took $1 billion of our money, right? We're out here hungry. I don't know about y'all, but I'm paying $6.29 a gallon for gas. I spent $700. Guys, I spent $700 in gas last month. He took $1 billion of your tax money to build a ballroom at the White House for him. Come on, man. We're not playing over here. This is real deal stuff. So what they're doing is, watch this. This is why, man, if it's any parents in here, I don't mean no disrespect to none of the parents. I love kids. I don't mean no disrespect for none of the parent and the way y'all parent. But I'm here to tell you, man, I got one baby. My baby's 29 years old. But if I had a child that was young, they wouldn't be playing no GTA. They wouldn't be playing no Black Ops. So is a man thinking, so he is. That's why these kids are running around here, man. I really wish I could show you guys a video, but I don't want to get banned. Of you, you had these guys in Cleveland that were out in the daylight with their masks on, and they choppers, and they playing GTA out in the open, like it's real, with real burners, because they seen it on the game. You got kids around here, man, that are stealing cars and trying to hit people like they do on GTA. They're playing a video game. Guys, hey, who is that? Diamond, what's up, Diamond Kelly? What's up with you? Let me give y'all a cop story, guys. Y'all know, man, come on. Hey, Sunspot, when I blow one, that's what I tell people too. When I hit that 420 for time, that's what I like to tell people. I'm higher than But man, it's crazy work, man. It's crazy work. It's crazy work. You know, so is a man thinking, so he, you dig? This is what they out here doing, man. And the thing is, now, let me game y'all up some more. Get that for finesse 2 times. Oh yeah, Mr. GTA. So is a man thinking, so he is. You know, let me give you guys a cop story. Let me give you guys a real live cop story. When I was an officer, right, I had to take this white couple to jail. This white couple. Let me tell you what they was doing. This is way back when. They had got so addicted to playing video games. Do you hear me? When I tell you they got so addicted, let me see, Coach wants that what is going across the country is doing a lot. Yeah, definitely New York City. Definitely. This white couple got so addicted to playing video games, people. So addicted that they didn't feed their kids for 2 weeks. They had like 2 or 3 kids. I don't want to lie to you. They had about two. They had 2 or 3 kids, and they got so addicted to them video games they had not fed their children in 2 weeks. Them kids was emaciated. They actually became part of the video game, people. Man, this social media thing, the only reason I post is because, first of all, I get tired of artificial intelligence. Calm down. I'm not mad. I'm very passionate when I speak about stuff. Oh, they definitely got a sunspot. They definitely got a plan for us, right? They definitely got a plan for us. Um, they definitely got a plan for us. But see, the thing is, man, when you guys put these videos, it probably was Sega. Don't make me lie. Chi-Town, baby. Hey, Madam Bitch. Hey, I got a whole lot of money out them wild hundreds. I got a lot of money out them wild hundreds, man. I'm trying to tell you. Because old Coach One Stacks did a lot of things, man. You know, I just sent a few, man. I used to be right out there in Chicago, Pewaukee, Indiana, all through there, get, getting that my cash. But yeah, they definitely got a plan for you, man. Because when you look at the penitentiaries that's in the South, the Midwest and the South, guys, you go up in them penitentiaries, it's just people of color, right? And they don't even have officers up in there. They don't even have officers up in there, people. Ain't no officers up in there. The biggest case of grape in the penitentiary is going on in the South with none other than us, the YNs. The YNs got a whole problem. So it's like, watch the game. Sunspot. Oh yeah, I'm not upset. Hey, Sunspot, let me give you guys a little statement about me. Not many people can afford my anger, but everyone can afford my kindness. Ain't nobody that serious for me to ever be upset about. I'm what you call a peaceful person, man. In touch with who I am. Like that stuff don't make me mad. See, I'm passionate. You might be a young person, not used to passionate speakers. See, when you stand for something in life, you're passionate about it. Some people have yet to even be passionate about anything. See, sir, 5677. See, I come from the days of Atari. You probably don't know nothing about that. I come from the days of Atari with the joystick and one button. Those are the days I come from. Atari. Yeah. See, I didn't get 39 man by flaw and get here not know anything. Like I told you, I'm ex law enforcement. I didn't play it in the streets. I know how to whip a brick. I know how to do all kind of shit. I didn't pit cross country. I didn't did all that. And I've been delivered by God for the last 8 years. All glory due to God. Amen. All glory due to God. So now, how do they not feed the kids that long? Oh, it happens all the time. Let me hold up. Let me pin your comment, Miss Kip. Let me pin your comment. So let me tell you, how do they don't feed them? Man, they don't man, it's a lot of people that don't feed their kids. Let me get another cop story. Janelle Grimes. But they should. This is why I feel sorry for a lot of the youth, honestly, because it's video games and social media raising your kids. Let me keep it a buck with y'all about something. Let me tell you guys something. Listen, you see these right here? I hate these. I hate these right here. I hate these. I do not like phones because see, we come from a day, man. I come from a day that when you were at school, the only thing you was thinking about was what your mom may have been cooking when you got home. You didn't have time to talk on the phone. You didn't have time to talk on the phone to all these people, and you didn't have time to talk to 20 people throughout the day. You didn't have all these people trying to get up on your line and all that stuff. It didn't happen like that. Hold up. Let me turn my screen up, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. All right, gotta turn my screen up. So yeah, no, the kids weren't fasting. This is just a thing, and especially right now, man. People, it's so many, especially out here in Las Vegas, guys. In Las Vegas, it gets very, very hot. You have no idea the amount of children that we find expired in these homes, especially mobile homes out here in the summer, due to a lack of their parents not seeing after. Like that's like a common thing. Hey, Centipede, tell them about it. Centipede, Combat, Miss Pac-Man, all that good stuff. So man, everybody don't take care of their kids like they should, man. Y'all stick around my channel, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, you guys will get a lot of stories, man. I'm gonna give you guys another law enforcement story. Let me shoot you guys another law enforcement story. And I'm going to tell you how much people care about their kids, right? Janelle, that's good. Hey, and that's good, Janelle. See, you have an old soul, and you're lucky because I feel sorry for the ones that didn't have that type of upbringing because I feel that they set you guys up for failure to keep it 1,000 with you off the rip. But here's an example of how people, man, really they don't care about their kids and the stuff some of the stuff that I've seen. I remember, man, I remember going to a house. I used to go to this house. I used to go to oh yeah, your phone can be tracked everywhere. Don't even think that. We used to go to this house every Friday, right? Every Friday. You got the man and the woman, and they fighting over custody of the baby. They got like a little 2-year-old baby, something like that, 1.5-year-old baby. And every Friday we go over there for domestic violence, right? We know something's gonna happen. And what they fighting over is custody. You got you got you got the daddy saying, "Oh no, I'm taking the baby." The woman said, "Oh, you ain't taking it nowhere." They fighting over custody. So let me tell you what happened this Friday night, guys. This is a trigger warning, guys. If violent stuff bother you, close your ears. So when I get to the house finally, the dad got so tired, right? Buddha, no. Actually, Buddha, to keep it real, you got to treat everybody with the utmost respect, to be honest with you. And it sucks. You have to treat them with the utmost respect. Like it's things I can tell you about that subject right there. So all these stories are true. So we get to this house, right? Finally, the dad got tired. The dad got so tired of what he was going through with the mama. So, guys, you know how. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to this channel, man. Hit that like button. Pump them likes up, guys. You know how you hold a baby like this? So the man got so tired of going back and forth with her, and I don't know what their issue was. This is an every Friday thing, and just like clockwork on Friday, this man was sitting in a lazy boy chair with his baby, just like this, and this arm right here. That man took a 357 Magnum like this, and he put it right here, and pat. And this right here went all the way over there and hit the top of that wall and slid down the wall. So we got there. This right here, the baby had hit the wall and slid down the wall, right? And then he took it and gave it to himself. So when I get in there, he's sitting in a lazy boy. He's holding a baby like this, and the baby don't have the baby's is gone. It's over there on the wall. This right here, man, look, he got a hole about this big out the side of his head, and his eyeballs popped out. Because when you do that to yourself, the gas make your eyeballs pop out. This is how much people really care about their kids. Facts. I'm telling you, Carla. Y'all know I keep it real over here, man. I can give y'all stories all day long. Why didn't he do the wife? Let me put that on there for you, Brody. Why didn't he do the wife? Well, she wasn't there. She wasn't there. No. So normally they're gonna do that to the wife. So let me tell you guys something. The reason why the domestic violence law out here in Vegas is so big, another true story. Another true story. This is why like I don't know what the laws are in other states. I'm in Vegas, but this is the reason why the domestic violence laws are so strenuous, especially out here in Las Vegas. Another true story. The day before Christmas, the day before Christmas, y'all, the day before Christmas, you have a I won't say her name, but she was a black officer. She worked for the same department I did. Her husband was a city marshal. They got 2 daughters, black couple. Day before Christmas. Well, they was throwing hands. They throwing hands, and so she had a restraining order against him. And the thing is, out here in Vegas, when somebody gave you a restraining order, when you got a restraining order, you didn't have to leave immediately. They could just, they give you a restraining order and you say, all right, man, I'm gonna get my stuff, I'm gonna leave. So the marshal officer would just leave you and say, all right, well, make sure you leave. But here's what happened this day. So her husband is a city marshal. He knew the person that came and brought the restraining order. And so he tells him, hey, such and such, I'm gonna get my stuff and leave. And he's like, all right, whatever, okay, cool. So when he left, let me tell you what this man did, because I got somebody just asked me, what did he do? Why didn't he do the wife? This is for you, Sir Adamski, Sir Adam Skinowski. This is what happened to some wives. So when he left, when that marshal left, this man took that thing right in front of the Christmas tree, in front of the daughters. He gave it to the mama, then he gave it to himself right in front of the Christmas tree, right in front of their two daughters the day before Christmas. And to this day, they do. I don't know if it's that big of a percentage, but they do. Especially cops that are with other cops, because think about it, man. When can you leave the job? If you work in that same type of job, it's already stressful. Me myself, I was involved in two shootings. So man, when you taking somebody's soul, it's a big deal. It's a very stressful type of thing. So they putting that stress on each other. But that's what they did the day before Christmas. So this is why in the state of Nevada, if you get served a restraining order, the officer is going to make you leave right then and there because of domestic violence, man. The last thing you want on your record is a domestic violence, people. Having a domestic violence is like having a felony off the rip. Out here in Vegas, they're going to give you 52 weeks of counseling. You're going to pay some fines. They're going to get you real bad. Okay, Sir Adam, yeah. But you know what? I salute you. Guys, I salute you for what you do, because man, it's a cold world out here. I could give you guys that all day long. But see, going back to our original subject, guys, everything starts at home. And with Kodak Black, all this stuff starts off at home. This is why it's important, man. I ain't trying to tell none of y'all how to parent or any of that stuff, man. It is the worst chart. I ain't trying to tell none of y'all how to parent, but this is what happens. You get people, man, they grow up in the household seeing certain stuff, they see certain stuff. Well, now that kid, especially young men, and guys, I'm going to tell you guys, men, y'all going to hate me, but on my other platforms, 90% of my subscribers are women. I give women advice. Because a lot of men get very in their emotions all the time. It takes a man and a lot of his emotions to even do stuff like that. So your boy Kodak, same thing, man. He had some problems growing up. Now you see what he's doing. And as a result of what he's doing, he's making himself part of the problem. He's coming home. He might come home, but I can tell you what, right now, man, he's probably going through the Red Ram. Thanks for joining. Like, where are you from, Red Ram? We out of Vegas over here. Right now, Kodak Black, man, do you realize the type of withdrawals that dude is going through? Uh, 8918. I'm not upset, brother. I speak very passionately. Maybe nobody's ever spoke passionately around you before. Y'all don't worry about me. I ain't nothing wrong with me. Don't worry about me. Worry about the live. I'm straight over here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, well, you're gonna see him in a lot more places, because the thing is, man, for the feds to come get him for that, and like I said, I don't agree with the arrest. See, normally somebody gonna get on here and tell you a bunch of lies like, oh yeah, he about to go to the pit, he did X, Y, and Z. But from what I saw, it's a bad arrest all the way around the board. It's a bad arrest. But this is why you have to stay off your social media, because a lot of you don't understand, man, that these departments at every single state, people, they have a room. They have a room where all they do is watch your social media each and every day. And every day I see people that are felons. Well, you see, you don't even have to be a felon. You have to be a prohibited person. It's a prohibited person. And a prohibited person, when dealing with firearms, could be somebody that's mentally ill, somebody who has domestic violences, not just a convicted felon. And so they sit and they watch this stuff. So when you on your social media and you over here showing these right here, boom, 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 and you're a prohibited person, yes, because that's going across federal lines, the feds can come and get you. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the federal system, but they got a 99% conviction rate. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because people normally take a deal in the feds. I personally, watch this. I personally know one person that ever beat a federal case. I know one person who will remain nameless. And the only reason he beat that case is he had a hell of a lawyer, because his brother-in-law played for the Redskins at that time. And he had a lot, and what's up, John Johns? And he had a lot of money. That's why he beat that case. But man, when the feds get you, they got you off the rip. They got you. And so he had to turn himself into the marshals. But for this to be federal, I don't know what it is per state, but you have to understand, man, when you're dealing with that illegal substances, a certain type of weight makes it federal. And being that Kodak Black has already been to the pen, his points are high, man, they could really stick it to him. Because did he? I didn't know about Alec Baldwin. I'm talking about somebody that I know, like somebody that's cool knowing that, but I didn't know that. I'm talking about that I know. And I know a lot of people, man. I know a lot of people that into a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, throughout the years. And I mean, even in law enforcement, I only saw one person that beat a Fed case. Because why? People normally take a deal. They normally take a deal because the odds are stacked against you. You know, I ain't trying to get on here and promote any type of getting away with crime or anything like that. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is for entertainment purposes only. To get people jammed, we don't have to worry about that back. Hey, Carla, exactly. We didn't have to worry about that back in the day. See, man, the problem with the young generation, man, y'all tell everybody what you're doing. So let me give you a breakdown. I can talk about this because statute of limitations is up. Man, when I was in the street, man, hey, 100 bricks of that clear stuff a week. 100 bricks, that's 200 P's. 100 bricks a week, that's 200 P's. Of that clear ice. 100 bricks a week, that's 200 P's a week. Is what I was pushing. That's what I pushed. And it was moving like clockwork. We talking like once one of them things hit Louisiana, 15,000 a piece. It's costing me maybe 1,000 because I'm getting so many of them, right? But I'm doing this by myself. You do stuff by yourself. Y'all young people, man, y'all be telling on yourself, and you guys make it seem like it's cool to do shit like that. First of all, let me give y'all some game, man. Let me help you out. Oh, Erica Ford, what's up with you? What's up with you? How you doing, Erica? The first thing you do when you going to go do something, guys, and this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm in no way telling somebody how to commit crime or get away with it. But when you go to do something, the first thing you should do is leave this at home. That's your first problem. This right here, this is stay at home. This is stay at home. No, I wasn't. I was that after I was a cop. And I was pretty damn good at it because I know what I shouldn't do. I got a hell of a story. You know. One day you're gonna see me on a lot of platforms telling my real story. You like, damn, they can make a movie out of that shit. But yeah, when you know protocol and you know what you shouldn't do, you can be real productive in a certain line of work, can't you? But at the end of the day, it's just business. But one of the first things you should do is leave this at home. This right here, this will get y'all caught. Let me tell you what this is. Watch this. Can somebody tell me what these are? Answer in the comments. Are you welcome, sir? Tell me in the comments what these are right here. Can anybody tell me what these are in the comments? What are these? I want you to think outside the box and tell me what these are. Tell me what these are. Oh, hold up. Talona, look at you. Mm, surveillance. Surveillance. Look, ah, look, going live, right? So now you sitting up here, you sitting here, man, around people. You sitting around people, right? You sitting around people. So let me give you some game. See, man, when you have an informant, people, when you got an informant, the first thing I'm gonna do with the informant, this is what the informant do. So this is why all y'all that trap outside of a house, understand something. The feds are never going to go inside of your house. They're never going to come inside of your house to do a buy. Never. Because they're going to lose track of their officer. And they're not willing to let their agent go inside of a house, even with a confidential informant, because they don't know what's in there. So they're always going to send the confidential informant by themselves. Okay. So now watch. I'm gonna game you up, man. Like I said, some of y'all might need a consultation. So now check this out. So for those of y'all who do things in your house, this is why y'all go to the feds, because you're in your house. So this is what they do, man. When you got, okay, guys, if y'all want to hear how a confidential informant works, throw a 7 up for me. And make sure y'all like this live. I'm going to break down how a confidential informant moves, how a CI moves, and how they really get you caught up. Throw a 7 up if y'all want to know that. I got some game for you guys. Make sure you guys like this live, man. I like talking to y'all. Throw a 7 up. Don't mind me, man. I'm just doing my dishes, talking to my people. Okay, so check it out. So when you have an, see, this is why you don't do petty shit. Because when you got a petty person, they deal with petty problems. You got petty problems. So let's just say you trapping out your house. Right? Let's say somebody is trapping out. Let's say somebody is doing something out of their house that they shouldn't be doing. Entertainment purposes only. This is not a how-to guide. The first thing they do is, the first thing I'm gonna do when I get my informant, the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna strip him down butt naked. You know why? We're gonna make sure that he doesn't have anything on him, anything that we might be looking for. We're gonna make sure he ain't got any white stuff or hard stuff like that. That we're gonna make sure he don't have none of that on his person. We have to make sure that. You have to make sure that first. And now what you're gonna do is, what we're gonna give that informant, we're gonna give him some money. We're gonna give him some money. And before we give him some money, we're gonna Xerox that money. It's gonna be Xeroxed. So we got the serial number to the money. Guys, this is where it's gonna get tricky at. Watch this. This is why you have to watch who you have in your house. Because guys, you can get caught up in somebody's case and not even be doing anything. So now we're gonna search him. Make sure he ain't got nothing. We're gonna give him our money and we're gonna give him a phone. And guys, they can take your regular phone. They can take your regular phone. It's an app they put on there, right? And their phone will be in their pocket, or they just sit it down and they can listen to everything that you're saying. So now what's gonna happen is we're gonna let that informant out of the car somewhere. And somebody, it might be 10 of us. Well, not them, not us, them. We don't do that anymore. It might be 10 of them out driving around. The informant don't even know who's there watching him. but somebody has to keep a continuous eye on that person when he gets out of that car or van or whatever. And so somebody's always going to keep an eye on him to make sure that along the way when he's going to where he's going, somebody don't walk to him and hand him something and he put it in his pocket. And then because if he put it in his pocket, somebody handed him something, well then it's safe to say that he might not have got it out of the house he's going to. So somebody has to keep a continuous eye on this person. And somebody's always going to be saying, I got the eye, I got the eye, I got the eye. So now when he enters the residence, right, they filming this stuff too, by the way. It's being filmed. So when he comes out, they on the radio, hey, our Charlie's out. He going to give a signal that he got what he got. They're going to watch him, continuously watch him, go all the way back to the meeting spot and pick him up. And they're going to ask him. And the reason why I'm saying this, I'm being so detailed because this is how people beat their case. They're going to ask him, where is the what? And he's going to say, it's in my left front pocket. And the officer is going to go in his pocket and retrieve whatever it is. Now, the reason why that happens like that is because when you're writing your paperwork, the officer has to be able to say, hey, we strip searched him. He didn't have anything on him. We watched him go into this residence. He stayed in there approximately 10 minutes. We gave him two $100 bills that we Xeroxed. He came out of the house. We watched him the entire time. We had an eye on him the entire time until he got into our car. We went into his pocket and we retrieved a white powdery substance, which we later on tested to be 28 grams of booger sugar or whatever. And we went through his pockets and the two $100 bills that we gave him was gone. So it is safe to say that he went into that residence and he purchased whatever the narcotic that we found in his pocket because the money's gone and now he has some drugs. Now, what does that do, people? That has now given the FBI, the feds, or whoever probable cause to get a search warrant. And the judge is going to sign that search warrant, guys. And here's the thing about y'all. That's not that you see you ahead of it, sir. This is how you get a warrant. You just can't get a warrant. You got to have a reason to get a warrant. So now you have a reason to get a warrant. Okay. So now when they get that warrant, they have 10 days to execute that warrant, or they have to go give that warrant back and turn it in. That means it's not good anymore. Because after 10 days, by law, the evidence is considered stale. It's all good, sir. It's considered stale, meaning, because they're going to ask the CI, hey, is there anything else in there? He might say, yeah, it's 3 choppers behind the door. They got 5 bricks. They got grenades, all that. Well, after 10 days, it's safe to say that those things might not be there anymore. So this is why people, I just gave you some game. This is why people take deals in the feds. This is why people take deals in the feds. Because watch, this is why you don't trap out of your house. Because this person knew that they was doing whatever they was doing. Because when they get that search warrant is going to just simply say on above date and time, CI number 12345 entered the house and bought 128 grams of whatever and came out. Well, the thing is, you pumping so hard, you're not going to remember that one person that came to get that because you selling that all day and night out of the house. You can't keep up with who bought what. So what happens is, since that person know he was pumping, they take the deal. The feds let you do it 5-10 times and they got you. And then they take the deal. That's why they have such a high conviction rate, people. But here's some game. And this is for the street people, man. I got some game for the street people. If you go to trial, then they're going to have to reveal who the informant is. So now, if it's worth your time, right? Because you're going to get a whole lot of time going to the feds. If you want to know who told on you, you got to go to court. You got to go to trial. And then the law enforcement has one choice. They got two choices. They got a choice to either reveal that informant, because sometimes they won't reveal who the informant is because that informant is such of high value. They want to lose him. There's an informant out here in Las Vegas that's been an informant since I was a teenager, and he's still an informant. I'm 49. He got to be 55, 56. And the last time we saw his paperwork, he was getting paid by the government. And this is like 10, 12 years ago. We saw his paperwork. He was getting paid $450,000 a year. You have informants to the level, guys, that get a cut of the deal. Meaning, let's say they broker a deal for $1 million. Let's say they broker a deal for $2 million. They have informants on a level that get an actual cut of that money. They may get 10%, they may get 20%. Cash money, non-taxable. Non-taxable. So when they go to court, they either have to reveal the informant, right? Or if they don't want to reveal the informant, what they're going to do is they're going to offer you a lesser charge. In some cases, actually dismiss your stuff, but they're going to offer you less time so that they can keep that informant, because they figure if it's worth more for them to keep that informant doing what he do than to just lock one person up, if that makes sense. And sir, man, people actually do that. People sign up to be informants. I can tell you right now, it's people right now who need money, who are around people that do things that they shouldn't be doing, and they sign up to be informants for money. Everybody's not working off a case, y'all. Everybody's not working off a case. Let me tell you some guys who inform. Let me get right to guys. If y'all want to know some people in the industry that inform, man, throw me a 7. I'll be right back. All right, guys, here we go. So check this out. Man, look. With that whole informant thing, let me give you guys some game of who informed. Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie definitely informed. I'm gonna tell you how I know. You got the BG, right? BG Cash Money Records. BG had the feds work off of a point system. It's only but in your face. The feds work off of a point system. BG had never been to prison. He got caught with a firearm. He did 14 years. Boosie had been to prison and got caught with a firearm. It's the same thing. They gave him time served. He basically got free. He informed. You got T.I. T.I. did a proffer agreement. If you don't know what a proffer agreement is, I'll tell you. But T.I. informed on some of his dead homies. He informed. Young Jeezy informed. Rick Ross informed. Jay-Z informed. Informed. It's a lot of people informing. That's what they do. But I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. When you sign up for the dope game, you sign up to be informed on. Keep that in mind. When you sign up for that game, man, you sign up to be informed on, basically. And I can't be mad at somebody who tried to save themselves. That's why I told you, when you do things, do it by yourself. If I ain't telling you to do anything, but you should do it by yourself if you're gonna do it. You shouldn't have no witnesses. You should have no phones. You should have none of that. Hey, Ronnie John, am I lying? I'm not lying. Do it by yourself. See, guys, you got to understand something. Peep game. See, when y'all think about informants, y'all see you guys just think in a way of, hey, this person took the stand on me. Man, it's so many ways to inform. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's so many ways to inform. You don't have to take the stand on nobody to inform. Let's just say you're doing something, right? Let's just say you're doing something. And well, you got the Rule 35. You got people right now. Big Meech did a Rule 35. That's when you're in prison. That's when you're in prison and you have knowledge of some stuff going on outside and you orchestrate the information and you get somebody caught to get time shaved off your sentence. That's informing. You got people, man, who inform and they agree to take the stand, right? They agree to take the stand because remember, they you know, unless the person goes to trial, they're not gonna have to really take the stand, but they agree to take the stand. Well, the person ends up taking the deal, so they don't have to take the stand, but they still informed. They wrote a statement. Some of your guys' girlfriends and wives inform on you when you have a domestic violence. When they fill that paper out, that's informing on you. I wish my only wish, man, when I was in law enforcement, people, I wish I had one of these. I wish I had one of these right here. If I had one of these, man, I would be a multi-billionaire on social media. Do you hear me? Because, man, I'm talking about, man, I had the biggest of the big, the toughest of the tough hustlers. I will tell on my mama. And I swear on my mother's life, I'll tell on my own mama. I will tell on my own mama. Man, when they people facing them football numbers, man, people ain't sitting up here, man, trying to go to prison forever. I thought you knew. But then it's going to be another video when I tell you about them dudes who trying to go to prison to get back to so they can go see their boyfriend in prison. That's a whole nother page. That's a whole nother channel. Yes, it is. Yeah, man, this stuff runs deep, man. So Kodak Black. So Kodak Black right now, y'all realize that dude is going through withdrawals. Guys, I want for real. Let's have a little fun here. Tell me what you guys think he withdrawing from right now. What do you think he's withdrawing from right now? Because I can tell you right now, if withdrawing from that lean and them oxys, oh, he finna be going through it tonight. He about to be going through it. And then I'm gonna give y'all some real game. Hold up. Tell me what you think that man is withdrawing from. Molly, yeah, Molly is GHB. I don't know how bad the withdrawals are on the Molly though. Everything, yeah, man, that dude is withdrawing. He's withdrawing from everything right now. And see, man, with them pills, popping them perks, man, do you know you can pass away from them withdrawals? You can literally pass away from them withdrawals. So I'm gonna give you guys some more game. When you sell that stuff that go in your veins, that they never can anybody in this chat tell me? Can anybody here tell me why the person who sells that stuff that you shoot in your arm, how come nobody ever tells on him? Can you tell me that? Can somebody in the chat tell me why nobody ever will inform on that man who sells that? No. Let me see. I want y'all to tell me why nobody ever informs on the man that sells the H, the big H, that boy. Because you got girl, is that booger sugar? That boy is that brown stuff that they shoot in their veins. Do you know why nobody ever tells on him? That's a lie. I'm doing time now about selling that to someone. Uh, that's a rare case. But now watch this. Let me pin your comment at forever. Now, forever. Check this out. Now, I'm glad you popped in. And shout out to you, man. Let me know where you at. Normally, they don't inform on somebody like you. No disrespect, because back in the day, what you had was very hard to get. It was very hard to get. And so a person, when I was in law enforcement, they would rather go to jail for a couple of days, right? Than to tell on somebody like you, because what you had was not readily available to everyone. It was very hard to get. It was very hard to get. You know, guys, I've been out of law enforcement since 2007, 2008. But I was in there from age 17 to 30. It was very hard to get. So a person would rather go and go through the withdrawals than to tell on you, because it's hard to get. But now with that Fenty and all that stuff, you got to remember, at forever, no disrespect or anything. I know, because I know that you probably locked up. Was it the brown? Was it the brown or the white that they caught you with? Was it the brown or the white? Was the Fenty or the real stuff? It's the reason why I'm asking. They needed that. Hey, and that forever, man. Hey, check this out. Have your people follow this channel, because I'm dropping game, man. I'm dropping game. They needed it. They needed it. They needed it. They needed it. Okay, Brown. Okay. All right. So peep game. So this is for at forever. So peep game. When I was doing what I was doing, it was hard to find. It was so hard to find that a person wouldn't tell on you. Let me ask you a question. So you can watch this. And this is how you could tell brown from whatever. So with the brown, is a ball considered 3.3? Is 3.3 still considered a ball, and 25 grams considered a zip? Is it still like that for the brown? Is that still the weight? Yeah, if forever have them follow. I'm good, man. And you all you gotta do is pop up in here, man. Cause look, bro, this is what I do. See, now we finna game you up with this question right here. Cause at forever, letting y'all know, man. See, a lot of y'all don't mess with your math. See, man, when you messing with that brown, it's a different weight, man. Yeah. When I got my first ball, I got a 3.3. That's like, no, it's 3.3. The zip was 25 grams, not 28. But when you dealing with that, people, that's also one of the most dangerous things. And I'm sure as Say Less gonna tell you, because they had to have it. Them people will delete you for that. Good money maker, man. But you got to go see them people way too much. Okay. And now out here in Vegas, 3.3, 28. So they didn't tell on people like you. Uh I had a I had a cousin that was heavy, older dude, older cat. He's gone now, and he's the one that gave me up about that when I was in law enforcement. He's the one who gave me up because he sold a lot of it. Because we all know, man, it's a big money maker, you know. But he was the one that gave me up. He's like, ain't nobody ever gonna tell you where that's at because they have to have it, and it was very hard to find. And like in Florida, it's I know it's probably easy because y'all right there on the coast, and I'm out here in Vegas. You know, we get everything from California, but it was hard to find. So man, you had a better chance. And man, hey, and shout out to you, man. And even though I was into that type of field, man, even the police don't like snitches. Man, you do your crime, you do your time. Period. Period. Point blank. This is why you do things alone. So at forever, what do you think? What do you think? How would Kodak Black be? You know, when he doing some time, would he have to PC up? Was he in PC? Like, what is it? Okay, Winter, is that my favorite from that other platform? This is my favorite that Drive because I only got one favorite. But yeah, guys, man, look, this channel, this channel is just for all the tea. We doing the tea over here. Be looking because we got the I can't lie, coach one low key. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure your mom didn't say that yesterday, but I tell you what, if I peel this shirt off, man, I have your mother and your girl tonight. You did? PC, that guy, so you know he going in there. Yeah. See, people like Big Fish, they like to sit behind it. They like to sit behind the camera and talk crazy and all that old stuff. Hey, the Big Fish, did you want some attention? Oh, my bad, Big Fish. Big Fish, Big Fish. I'll be your daddy today. I'll be your father because you didn't have one. You want to be your daddy? I'll be your daddy. Come to daddy, because I might be your daddy, but the line was a little bit long at the drive-in that night, and I thought I pulled out, but I could be your daddy. I don't know. So next time you hear grown folks talking, man, stay about a grown folk business. Erica Ford, yeah, man. So yeah, guys, that's the whole thing about the Kodak Black thing, man. We're gonna be bringing the tea on the spiritual side because we definitely with that spiritual stuff off the rip. We're gonna get into the spiritual page. I already dropped that link in the comments. We have our page, man, where we're gonna be building the best version of ourselves, man, really working on ourselves and take some accountability as a man around here because real men stand on business and principles and being real kings and queens around here. And this all starts off with you. And of course, we got the workout page, man. I'm gonna show y'all how I dropped 122 pounds in 1 year. We 49 years old with an 8 pack, man. We doing big things. But other than that, man, thank you, Erica. I want y'all to have a blessed day. I want you to have a blessed day. And at forever, 1939, I want you to stay down till you come up, man. You be safe up in there. When you come back, hey, man, we always dropping game on this channel. And everybody else, man, that's a troll. Hey, man, you want me to be your daddy? Tune in and tap in and hit my cash app, and I will be your daddy for the day. Other than that, man, I want y'all to be safe, especially my cat up here at Forever, man. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll see you guys later. Church.